when I take those hand sketches, now I got to translate that in the manufacturer world so they can create them. And then what I learned is they would also always say, oh, how many millimeters is this shape? And I'm like, huh, millimeter? And they're like, no, the exact millimeter, because 2 millimeters in this shape versus 3 millimeters in the same shape is an entirely different design.
Wow.
And so a millimeter is the smallest measurement on a ruler, meaning it's super small. So what you would think in normal life, what? A millimeter here, a millimeter there, it doesn't really matter. It's the smallest measurement. It drastically impacts the design. It drastically impacts whether it's flexible or not flexible, whether it's quality or not quality. And then I realized, like, wow, so that's our life. A millimeter movement drastically impacts our lives. And where we get depressed and stuck and at the point to give up is we're looking at this big action that we need to do. And it almost seems impossible. But if you take the smallest step, asking the teacher, how do I get better grades? That's the smallest step. That drastically, I'm able to sit here today because I just asked one question. And so I'd encourage someone to have the big dream. Take the big dream and take it all the way back to what's the smallest, least pressure action that you can do toward that dream. And if you keep building these millimeter movements, you will literally drastically impact your life.